Hi, True Crime Loser. I'm Abby. I'm the Zen Wren. And I'm probably one of your biggest fans and truly love watching your videos. I even watch them multiple times because they get funnier. Shmita, have you met my friend Shmita? Pictures, man, we have some pictures. You are wonderful, and I think things are going to go great for you. Anyways, you have amused me through many a cold winter nights in the Canadian prairie. I'm just east of the Rocky Mountains. Literally, I can see them. And it's bright and sunny here. Well, it is always bright and sunny here. Sunny Alberta. Anyways, you've entertained me a lot, and I'd like to entertain you. I'm also a true crime junkie, and I also dabble in the occult. Ooh. And you've just been to New Orleans, so maybe you ran into a gypsy there. Anyways, this is just for complete fun and for your amusement, and enjoy it. I'm going to answer a true crime question. You ready? What is the dealio with this Chris Watts dude? Is there somebody else? Isn't there somebody else? Is there another confession? What is the scoop with a Chris? Now, I'm only doing this for you. And you can share it with your friends, but I don't want to get in the middle of this crazy like you. I don't want to get on that train. But I thought maybe you might enjoy somebody entertaining you about Chris Watts. The other thing I recommend is you kind of have to clear your mind. You have to work with me a little bit here. Tarot cards work like, think of the ink blots that they used to, you used to see those all the time. What do you see? And that's how tarot cards work. They trigger things in your mind and get you thinking out of the rut and seeing a different perspective. Okay, take a breath, calm yourself. If you don't have nice, stretchy, comfortable clothes on and you don't have a beverage, you should pause now and go do that. I don't have a beverage. I don't need a beverage. Cannabis is legal here, and I got a cannabis advent calendar. Well, I didn't get it. I bought it for myself. And so I have been partaking already. I am baked. So off you go, get those stretchy pants, and I'm going to shuffle some cards. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring you down if you want to see how it all works. I think you should be able to see. There you go. There's my pups. Guys, tell little T it's okay. Shh. Anyways, this is also for you. It is a placemat that has the different provinces on it so that you know where Ontario is. And here we are right here. We're in Alberta, which would probably be like the equivalent of Texas, sort of oil and gas and cows. All right, so here we go. This is this deck I'll use for clarifying. It's a traditional Rider-Waite, and these would be those cards that you always see in the movie with the death and the scary looking things, devil and stuff. That's these cards, and I use them like salt and pepper. Not that salt and pepper, no Spinderella. Salt and pepper. You know what I mean. And these cards I selected specifically for the Chris Watts question. All the pictures are basically like old tattoos, old-timey tattoos. And what are they? The Betty, what's her name tattoos? And it always fascinated me that this milquetoast guy had all this sort of edgy, tattooy looking stuff, But really, I guess it is just the new generation of barbed wire on your bicep now that I think about it. Anyhow, so what I'm going to do is just do a general reading on him and tell you what I think is the ultimate answer with this guy? Would he reoffend? Is he feel bad? Is he made the connection? What's with all this crazy religiosity? You know, did he have a partner? I love it when I get a card stick up. Did he have a partner? The Hermit. No. Well, that was easy. All right, here we go. I'm not going to go into too much detail as I lay them down. I'll just sort of tell you what the placement means, not what the card means, and then we'll come up and, you know, we'll talk. We'll talk. There we go. What is the dealio with this dude? This card here will represent if we could go up in a drone. Ooh, I don't like that. Serby, whatever. But if you could get up above the tree line and sort of look down, how would he be presenting to the world? What would the world see? How is he traveling in this universe? And then this card represents, what if you stripped it all away? What if you boiled all the flesh? See, I am a true crime junkie. Took him to the body farm and let all the grubs eat his flesh off the bone. What would be left? What is his true self? I guess almost like his soul, I guess. But deep. All right. What got us here? Got him here. Where is he now? What's available to him? What could he make happen? What's a possibility? This card talks about there is no free will. This card will happen. It's what's out of his control. What is fate about to deliver to him? Oh, the dog doorbell is performing here nonstop. This card will represent his sort of hopes and fears and challenges that await him. His circle of supporters, be it family or whoever, what they are afraid, what they're hoping and wishing for him. Here's sort of the burden. What's it going to take for him to get it right, or what's he all about? And here is the outcome card. All right. Oh, and wow, that's just important. And what he needs to know going forward, or what we should be watching for going forward, or is he going to finally dry up and blow away? Interestingly here. And now let's just, this is like I say, just little salt and pepper, just for fun. Sometimes you'll get a card and it can go either way depending on the card on either side of it, and this will sort of just tips the scale far enough for it all to come together. And again, no rhyme or reason, just gonna get one on every card. I hope this isn't scaring you. I'm not a stalker, nor am I trying to do anything. I have my own little world and I'm living my best life, and I just really like you. For some reason, you seem like a nice guy, and even though you're sarcastic about middle-aged women with a lot of pictures, you know, our friends die off. When you get a friend like Schmida, you have to hang on, dude. Are you ready? I don't even really know your name. I think it's Scott. I was going to say Shane. Is it Scott Shane? Shane Scott? I don't know. Anyways, I like True Crime Loser. Here we go. Oh, I'm pulling you back down. You don't want to see this, dude. What a ding dong. Oh, look at that, a duplicate. This is like, think about it, there's 78 different images in each of these decks. To get two identical cards on top of each other is tells me the spirits are with us. Woo, woo, woo. Double, Wow. He's got a couple of duplicates. He's got this duplicate. He also has the Three of Wands here and the Three of Wands here. He has a lot of women in here too. Two queens and yeah, this is going to be great. Ooh, I'm excited. Are you ready? This is going to be very interesting. So, what is the dealio with this guy? If we could look down on him and see what he's trying to tell us. The devil. He's saying the devil made me do it. He really is gonna hang his hat on this. He really is thinking people are gonna buy it. This is the Three of Wands. This talks about a businessman, a merchant, who's wrapped up his package and he sent it off. And now he's waiting for the return. Sort of, he sent the invoices, now he's waiting for the check. He sent this out and he really believes people are going to buy it. So he's calmly waiting now for this wave of, thank God you found Jesus. Thank God you know it was the devil. Thank God, come, what a terrible thing. That was a terrible mistake you made. But now we know it was the devil. Whew, that's a relief. It's not your fault. So yeah, he has sent that out across the planet, and is quite proudly standing behind it. He's not got any shame about this. Crazy. And if we stripped all that devil made me do it, and does he really believe that in his heart, or is that a facade he puts on? It's a little bit of a facade. I think at this point he's the king of denial. He's at some level force-feeding himself. Think goose, think pate. He is literally stuffing that down. And he's working on a story. This is the Eight of Coins. It talks about a apprentice. It talks about somebody taking a bunch of details and creating a masterpiece. So right now his energy is he's still hammering out his masterpiece, right? He's still burnishing it up and smoothing rough edges that people can't tolerate, that are just I don't think he realizes you can't put any lipstick on this pig. You can't change, you can't soften what you did up. But he believes the devil made him do it, and that's gonna work. So he's put that out, and then the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about retreat. And I think perhaps, after he had the interview with Tammy and Co at the jail, where he sort of said, yeah, if you guys would have said you saw the girls alive in the truck, I'd have confessed right off. I think he decided he needed to get that word out in a book. About a week after that, he realized uh-oh, spaghetti-o, I'm not a monster. I would never do this if I was in my right mind. So he then hooked up with some book writer lady and said, the devil made me do it, dark spirits made me do it, and now he's hoping people are going to buy that. Because in his mind, if the public opinion swings for him, some of that pressure and guilt and angst will be released. He believes that will bring him some peace. It won't. But he thinks maybe if he's right, is it my fault? So here he is working on this sort of story that he's going to deliver. You'll notice it just keeps getting better and better every time he tells it. There's more detail, and right now he's sort of he's going to pull back now for a while. Every step he's taken to make himself look better has not worked, so he's chilling inside. He's just letting it hang out there. It was the devil that made him drive 45 minutes with the kids in the back seat. What lately has been driving him? Justice, victory. This is a fight. This is literally the white cowboy hats and the black cowboy hats. This is the cavalry. So this good has triumphed. Like, he lost. And this is a spectacular win. It's sort of the old sports thing, the agony of defeat. He literally was crushed. He made every mistake he could make. Just killing your family is probably right there, the top of the mistakes. And then he confessed, and then the guy went down in flames. So he is broken. He's sort of scrambling to find any bits he can cobble together to hang I don't even hope of a future on. Interesting. Where right now? If you asked him where are you right now, he would tell you he's feeling all right. He'd say he's found a foundation, maybe his new religion. The Four of Wands is foundation, family, almost a celebration. Like, he might, how some religions call a funeral a celebration of life? This is sort of what he's saying. Like, it's a terrible that this had to happen to me to bring me to the fold of whatever, of religion. So that's kind of what he's trying to put this lipstick on this pig. I'm sorry, I only have 500 word vocabulary, and he's cheering it up. Bullshit. So much so, look, this man is a romantic dreamer. He really believes this cartload of horse shit that he's trying to sell. He's like a bit of a chameleon, maybe. He's that guy that is so beige that people always underestimate him. Really, he's not beige underneath. He has this oozing black heart. Yeah, but he thinks he's fooling us. He's a dreamer. He thinks he's got a leg to stand on or something. So that's where he's at. He's struggling inside with what he did. He's literally pushed out into the universe that the devil made him do it. And thank God he's been swept up, and you can believe him now. You can start to trust him. The fact that every time he talks, it's a different story. What could happen to him? Well, no. Remember I said, did he do it alone? And this card fell out. the Hermit. I think he did do it alone. For all those that are like talking about headlights and gravels, and I actually can't watch that stuff anymore. So it's just gone crazy. Like, stop already. But here, maybe he will hear from his lady love. Because take a look at this. Does she not have sort of a facial features of this gal? And she's the Queen of Wands. And this gal is, in the prime of life. She is a doer. And she's good at everything. She would be like a super mom. She's not overly emotional. Sometimes she can seem a little stern. But she'll get it done. When she's, like I say, when she's living her life, her best life, she would be somebody that you could turn your whole life over to her, and she would make it look so easy. Just one of those people, just has their stuff together. So, and when they're negative, they can seem a bit aloof, a little haughty, and they might worry about themselves more than anybody else. So here comes this energy, might be coming back to him, and Lord knows he has let it be known. Maybe she's writing to him under an alias. So he's really wishing for that. And it might happen, because along with this woman is the card about blast from the past. Somebody from his past. So she wasn't involved in the murder, but she's not out of his zone. That's for sure. What is going to happen? I kind of wonder if she doesn't come in. Look at her here. He's seeing her as the Queen of Wands. Here's how she really is, the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she's all about the mind games. She's very analytical. I just deleted all my texts because I wanted him out of my life. Oh. And then I never have to worry that there could be anything in there being misconstrued that I'm part of this. That too. But I wanted him out of my life. This girl is aggressive. And she will cut you. And you won't even know you're bleeding. She'll be in the car on the way home before you figure it out. She is a sharp cookie. So yeah, well, he thinks his lady love with this sort of romance, sentimental, look, he's giving her flowers, look at all the love, the cups. That's what he's seeing, not her. I have a few things I need to settle with you. And this is argy-bargy. If you've ever been to Australia or talked to an Australian, you've probably heard argy-bargy. Argy-bargy, to me, it's the equivalent of dogs that are playing, wrestling. And there's teeth and growling and snapping, but nobody's getting hurt. But there's a lot of pushing and shoving, a lot of establishing who is the alpha dog. And she lost control of her life for, well, it's been a year now at least, hey? And she is an alpha dog. So she might come into his life to straighten it up, but I'm sad to say it isn't going to be you two running through a field of daisies. She's going to say, and another thing. And what does he need to know going forward? Actually, let's talk a little bit about his environment before we get to that, because it's a funny end to this reading. What's he afraid of? He's starting to get a sniff of, this is my life. if you look in the horizon, what do you see? This is very bleak. This is very bleak. And he somehow thought he's still, his main objective is to somehow gain his reputation back, gain some respect, and lose this. First of all, he really didn't think his wife would be missed, kind of. He thought people would say, gosh, that's terrible. And in 3 weeks it would be, did you ever hear from her? No. Oh, that's bad. And then in 6 months, that's what he kind of, at some stupid level, thought. He thought he was clever. He wasn't. And now this Mr. Clever Know-It-All, I'm so smart, sees what's coming. And it's a new day. And it's not a nice day. What are his family and the people who actually care about him, what are they worried about? This is the Two of Swords. Again, in his mind, he has not made any progress. The Two of Swords is a stalemate. It's a refusal to come to a conclusion. It's literally just stopped. He's just stopped. And again, here's this Four of Swords. We talked about that. He is retreating. He had it here too. Down in the bottom where his soul is. His soul is sort of pulled back. He's gone up as close as he can to the window, and he can't go any further, or he'll just, like, self-preservation just will not allow him to sort of look into that. So he's gone as far as he can. His family feels he's stuck, but really this is all he can take in. He has to retreat. What's his obstacle? Judgment. He really feels harshly judged. It's covered with the enthusiastic messenger, the Page of Cups. This is the guy who will scream it from the hilltops, sing it from the rooftops. This guy is going to tell his story forever. He's going to be explaining himself forever because he doesn't want to be judged. He didn't murder his children. He would never do that to them. Okay, he smothered them, but he didn't murder them. I'm telling you, there's a little disconnect there. No, I mean, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure that out. And now that we know that he is, his only thing that's filling his mind right now is this: I got to get the word out. I need to stop this judgment of me. Where is he at emotionally? He was surprised. I think he thought people would understand that she's been pushing him, and he's there's issues, like there's reasons here. It wasn't just he went nutto. Four of Cups. Somebody's gonna make him an offer, maybe for another book or maybe for an interview or something. But there is an offer coming, and it's not a good offer. He doesn't even want to take it. And actually, maybe I'm going to pull another card on this. This is three women celebrating. There was three really important women, females in his life, and they're celebrating this bad offer, and he doesn't want it. That's weird, eh? Ooh. What's the outcome? Another duplicate. These are the same card. This talks about perseverance. This talks about somebody who just perhaps keeps beating their head against the wall, thinking they're going to get a different outcome. He, and this is also money, resources. I almost think that he's going to make a connection pretty quickly here that maybe he can't be paid for his story, but there is an interest, and it does give him, there are some perks, right? People come and visit him more and take him with a roll of quarters to the vending machines. You got to take your joy where you can find it. Anyways, he is going to persevere with this. He's not sword-like enough in his mind to formulate a new plan. So he is just going to ride this dead horse. Well, I guess he's not. He's just going to sit in his jail cell and flog this dead horse, talking about these 3 wonderful girls, and he was left with no choice. So did he have help? No. He did it alone. Was he stupid? Oh, yeah. Is he still worried about his girlfriend? Yes. Yes, he is. And you know what? I think she's thinking of him, too. She'd like to knock his block off. What's he going to stay with? The devil made me do it. And, yeah, he's going to keep polishing that turd until nobody will come within 100 yards, and then he'll have to find a new way to go. So, I guess that ends that. He did not have a helper. Thanks, True Crime Loser. Hey, keep up the good work, would ya? And take good care. Bye now.